bit by bit. And like I said, if you're a beginner, I don't believe this is a bad exercise to start with. Anyway, so for example, on days like this, you know, to give you a little bit a visualization how I feel when it's about not wanting to train, it feels like with every rep that my muscles are tearing from my skeleton. That's the level of somehow, somewhat. So what I'm doing then is very slowly, step by step, warming up. Not the traditional swinging with the legs, you know, you see it a lot in whatever they do. With all the respect, I never believed in this. The thing is just start moving. You know, it's the same with stretching cold muscles. I also never did this, and I still don't think it's good. Disclaimer, I am not some kind of physicist or personal trainer guy. But what I'm doing is simply, I think they're called Australian rows, and I start with just the normal ones. And just the normal ones 10 times, then the closed grip 10 ones, and then the wide grips. Like this, I'm pretty much warming up, and I will do something else. I will show you something else just to warm up by simply start. You know, not like, you know, that you're getting cold into the training ground and then you start swinging and stretching, and that is all nice. But when I see people doing that, I always try to look at the outside, does it even have some sort of benefits, especially when you're cold. You know, everything is cold, your muscles, you know, you need to start stretching your whole arms and I don't know what, while those muscles are cold. I don't know. Anyway, so let's do, oh yeah, close grip 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, let me explain a little bit why I'm doing it so fast, simply to keep your attention. Just being honest about this. Normally I do it a little bit more all the way out and hold it a little bit, but you're not gonna watch this for 10 reps in a row. So now I'm gonna do the wide grip again. You know, do it a little bit slower, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you know what? Could do another round, you know, normal grip, close grip, and a wide grip. And you know what? If you cannot do pull-ups, then this is maybe a nice routine to start with, and to just building a little bit your shoulders. Let's get them used to some movement, some resistance. And when it's about resistance, probably gonna step a lot of people on their toes, but you know what? Everything what is hard to do is also something that a lot of people like to avoid by using those elastic bands. I see so many people doing elastic things, swinging all the way around. See, you do have those wrestling guys that do it for a purpose, right? But you also see a lot of people. So for example, one guy is training his core, and then the elastic band is over here, and then he puts all the way the elastic band over here, so there is no tension on the abdominal area, right? So think about what you're doing. And I'm not saying that I'm the best in everything that I'm doing, but I do believe that it somehow somewhat works. You know, if you also see my videos, I'm not trying to get myself in the best lights, the best angles, and all that kind of made up stuff. My raw, my edit, my vlogs, and all my video materials raw as possible. You will see me, you will get me how I come that day, whether I feel good or bad. You know, I'm not gonna be over there in the gym and the lighting over there a little bit oiled up. No, if I'm sweating, I'm sweating. If I'm not sweating, then I'm not sweating. So that's the whole reason behind it, in case you think, no, Don, on some videos, you know, the lightning is over there, you see no definition. Yeah, but the thing is also, I never take a day off. I also do believe in this. If I would take a day off, or 2, or even maybe 3, go freaking nuts. Everything is mental. Everything is mental, right? So if I would maybe take 3 days off, finally, you know, then maybe everything would pop up. Maybe also if I would eat every single 2 hours, I would bump out, and you know, and then you would say, no, he looks finally what he talks about. The thing is, I think you can hear how I speak about things. The things are pretty real. Anyway, I'm not bragging over here, I'm just sharing something, because I know sometimes people drop some DMs. They're not doing this in public, but yeah. Anyway, let's do another exercise to warm up. And yeah, again, you know, if you're a beginner, just try to implement a few of those things. And so this nice grip, you know, not too painful, you know, just do it and try to focus on, you know, stretch, hold, maybe at one point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, play around, get creative, try to push your brain. And especially in the beginning, when you try to push your brain in combination with your body, everything is not easy. It is way much easier to hold the remote control and tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. But you know what, at one point it becomes part of your character. You get addicted. You know, it's you, this is the new you. And this is the you now, and the new you is over here. It's just a couple of situations further, you know. So you step 1, you just do uppa. You're already, every time you do this, 1 step closer to this new you. Anyway, GoPro stop recording. This is another, let's call it an exercise to warm yourself up, but not that it's in a way that you just swing around your limbs with your cold muscles. So you somehow semi, you know, put a little bit pressure on the joints and everything. So here we go, feet over here, and here we go. Just a normal grip, not too wide, not too close. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, and then you do this normal grip, wide grip, close grip, and then in combination with those previous exercises, those 3 over here, you know, you're getting warmed up bit by bit. And like I said, if you're a beginner, I don't believe this is a bad exercise to start with. Anyway, so let's do 5 normal dips plus knee raise. You know what? Wait a minute. 2. I always a big believer in doing the reps to the fullest extent possible. You know, let me finish this one more. So why am I doing this? I think your muscles will be also looking more leaner and longer, especially when you would have my height. You know, I'm 174, so I'm not the tallest guy. If I would, you know, very short and get very bulky, you know, like, you know, there are a lot of people who do it like this, right? At the dips, like, hey, hey. I do it even more swinging. I don't know how they do it actually, because I'm always very focused on very static, extended, controlled exercises to get the biggest return on investment, which is time and your energy, and indirectly also money, especially when you feed yourself. So yeah, just saying. Anyway, GoPro, stop recording.